Hey everybody, and welcome to Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. And speaking of nostalgic, we have us a blast from the past here with this Masters of the Universe Origins collection, Mer-Man. This is from the LOP series that was based off the original concept art when they come up with the He-Man line of toys. Now, I didn't have Mer-Man as a kid, but I had a bunch of other ones. So I can't wait to check this one out. Today we have the Masters of the Universe Origins collection of Merman, Ocean Warlord. Modern posing for retro play. Like I said earlier, this is the Lords of Power edition. That's based on the original concept art for the Masters of the Universe line of toys. Here he is on that very iconic classic background for the card back that we so used to seeing in the stores and the Kmart's back then. Let's flip it on the back and take a look at it. Here is some artwork where Merman is fighting Tila as ruler of Rakash. Merman orders the monsters of the deep at the behest of the evil Skeletor. Over here we can see he can fit the sword of Rakash in his hand and twist into powerful battle positions. On the back we also have some heroic warriors and evil warriors, including the heroic warriors He-Man and Fisto, and the evil warriors Faker, the evil robot of Skeletors, and Skeletor, the evil lord of destruction. Here's Merman, the Ocean Warlord, and more fleshy colored Evil Lyn, the evil warrior goddess. I'll have to pick one of those up in the store if I see it. I got the yellow skinned one. Looks more like she belongs on The Simpsons or something. But okay, now let's get into this. Always be careful when using a knife. Don't want to cut your comic book up. And I see on the inside through the plastic that this is a different one than the ones we've been getting. Okay, it's a little stuck right there in the corner. There we go. Where were we at? All of Skeletor's cronies were pretty silly in the cartoon, but I really enjoyed how Merman talked, because he sounded like he was speaking underwater even though he was not underwater. A little bit more, and there we go. Now we can take it off of that card back. See if we can slide that comic book out. There we go. Here is the card back. And the comic book, Sucker Punch. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Here is a list of removable parts. Okay. Remove and swap parts. Well, we'll check that out another time. Although I did, back in the day, their arms popped off real easily. So I did switch their arms around a lot from time to time. And change the armors. But I'm going to keep this guy together. Boop. There we go. The Sword of Rakash. Okay, now let's see where he's tied in here. free there. And there. Okay. Get rid of those rubber bands. And here we have Merman. Much more articulated than the old He-Man characters. The old Masters of the Universe toys. But that makes these a little more fun. Wow. So this must be a removable part. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Has some spooky looking armor. Looks pretty fishy from here. Got that silly looking head. And I guess with a mouth like that, it might sound like he is breathing underwater. Or speaking underwater. Fit the sword of Rakash in his hand. And he stands pretty well. But all of these Masters of the Universe Origins lines have so far. And check out on the back side here, where he has little buckles where you can take his armor off. And as a kid, I'm sure I would have done that and put that armor on He-Man at least once or twice. But I'm going to keep the armor on Merman. Because as spooky as a creature... Oh, well. That must be a removable part. That popped out a little easier than I thought it would. Okay. But here we have Merman from the Masters of the Universe Origins collection. Let's now take a look at this comic book that came with the Masters of the Universe Merman action figure. This one is called Sucker Punch. And on the cover it has He-Man and Fisto. Looks like He-Man's fixing to bash Fisto, but I'm not sure what's happening in this comic book. Things have been quiet lately, frankly a little too quiet. The Enchanted Forest. Fisto, guardian of the sacred woods, stands ever vigilant to protect its inhabitants. Ah! The forest is under attack. Whoever is behind this assault will pay dearly. So he runs. And rocks are being thrown. And he says, no. And he sees on the land shark, He-Man. Ha ha, this forest is mine. He-Man, what are you doing? Who dares? This madness ends now. I do not know what spell you are under, but you must yield. But He-Man hits him with the stick. Oof! Never. Oh, and he wakes up behind bars. Ugh, what hit me? Where am I? Some sort of prison? No cell can hold the mighty clang. Impossible. Smash the door all you want, but the protection spell is impenetrable for even you, Fisto. He-Man, what have you done? The Enchanted Forest. Stay down, you dog. The Enchanted Forest is safe from you, villain. Even your master Skeletor cannot help you. Skeletor? My master? Never! Enjoy your stay. You're going to be here for a long time. Ha ha ha. None of this makes sense. He-Man would never be so cruel. Long time. Ha ha ha. Long time. Ha ha. Long time. Wait a minute. That voice. Very well, He-Man. I submit. Turn around and take my hand. Oh, he really gives it to him. And it turns out to be Faker. Your tricks are over, Faker. Return to my forest at your own peril. Bzz, bzz. So you lost against that idiotic Fisto. pathetic. Mistakes were made, yes, but victory was within my grasp. Bah, weak excuses. Enough, fools. You may have failed, but we shall not. Wow, he's sure got a lot of fakers there. The end. Or is it? Thanks for joining us today on Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. And be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. See y'all next time.